Today in class, we're going to be talking about how to view your Google Form responses. So from your survey, you're going to see how to review the responses in a Google Sheets format and also in a graphical format. We are going to work on taking our results and compiling them, putting them together. We will continue to work on this. We'll be learning about infographics in the coming weeks. So we're going to jump right in. So if you go to your survey, you're going to see a questions tab, and then you'll also see responses. Once you have some responses, you're going to see that appear. Click on responses. You can go to the summary, which is going to show you a summary of all of your responses and also individual responses as well. So the summary responses are going to show you an overview of how many people answered it. And it looks like some people did not even answer the demographic question. That's an interesting thought, is that they did not want to give that information. But then continue on. It does tell you how many people did answer each question. I did not make any of my survey questions a required use. So then you will see graphically the different responses for each of my questions. Then you can go to individual, and that will show what the individual answered. So this is very helpful in seeing each individual response, because you can look at it and say, okay, this person in my survey was in this age bracket, they answered the following this way. Then you could go to the next survey responses by going to here. This is the second respondent of my 6 people that have completed my survey. They did not give me their demographic information, so I do not know about their age, but I do know if they have an Android device. They do not have an iPad, so that's interesting, like just sticking with probably one type of technology. And then it goes on to give their answers, and then you can continue on to see all of the different people, how they answered. And then I want you to notice this little green, it almost looks like a flag, but that is how you get to Google Sheets. So you will click on that to create a spreadsheet. And if you want, and then to start, you will create a new spreadsheet. And I'm going to name it Personal Electronics Survey. And I'm going to click on Create. This created the Google form, and now I will see it in a Google form, which Google Forms are very similar and have a lot of the same functionality of Excel. So if you have worked in Excel before, this will help you with some of the process. But we're going to talk a little bit about how to sort, how to do different things in Google Form. But before that, I want to go back to our survey and kind of talk through some of this other information. So you can get an email notification for new responses. So if you are needing to know, did anyone new respond to my information, you can get an email sent to you directly. And you can download the responses. You can also print your responses, and you can delete responses as well. This does delete all responses, so please make sure you use that with caution. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and go into our Google Sheet for our data collection. The timestamp is going to tell you what time they completed the survey. And then all of your questions are going to be in this top row. Remember that rows go across and columns are going down. So A, B, C, and so on are the columns. Those are your questions at the top. So tell me about yourself, and all of the questions are at the top, and then their answers that they filled in are listed in each of the cells. So we can go, and if we want to know the students, you can click on this little down arrow that is up there. You can click on that, and it will allow you to do sorting. So if you want to sort it in alphabetical order, that will help it it actually was, I think, already actually sorted just because it happens to be alphabetical that way. But here, let's do it with this one for our number of minutes. Let's sort this one. So that way we can get all of our like respondents together. And we can see the data that we have here. Okay, I am also going to go back to the summary here. And I want you to notice that you can, we can view these graphic results, and you can copy them if you needed to into a presentation. Or you could use this data to make your own graphs and charts. Okay, so I look forward to having you explore your data and see the results of your survey.